Hello, this is Short Stories, a production of the Language Center at the National Taichung University of Science and Technology. Today's story is called The Fox and the Crow. You may have heard this one before. It's one of Aesop's most popular fables. This one features a fox who is cunning and a crow who thinks herself to be very clever. What's the difference between cunning and clever? Listen to the story and find out. Vocabulary: blush, blush. Susan blushed when Billy asked her out on a date. Clever, clever. The clever boy solved the puzzle in 2 minutes. Den, den. Groundhogs live in large dens underground. Dupe, dupe. The con man duped another person. Ego, ego. The crow, her ego now fully inflated, opened her beak to let out a very loud caw. Giggle, giggle. Sally giggled like a schoolgirl. Muffled, muffled. The crow, with her mouth full of cheese, could only give a muffled reply. Picnic, picnic. We had a picnic in Taichung Park last weekend. And now for Derek to read the story.
Once there was a crow who lived in a beautiful park. Very often people would come and have a picnic in this park. They would munch on bread, cheese, and olives under the shade of a leafy oak tree. The crow saw this and thought, "I'd like to try some of that." So she waited until the humans weren't looking, and then she sprang into action. She swooped down out of the oak tree and snatched up a piece of bread or cheese. The humans would sometimes try to stop her, but she was much too fast for them. All they could do was shake their fists at her. "Foolish humans," cawed the crow. "You'll never catch me." The crow, as you can imagine, became rather full of herself. She liked to brag to the other birds about how clever she was. "Did you see that?" she would ask the chickadee. "I saw that the human was distracted by your song, and so I flew down and grabbed the food right out of his hand." The chickadee scoffed and replied, "What's so great about petty theft? When I sing my beautiful song, humans sometimes give me food for free." The crow frowned and decided not to talk to the chickadee anymore. One day, a fox moved into the park and dug a den under a bush near the crow's favorite oak tree. He watched carefully as the crow stole a piece of cheese from an unsuspecting picnicker. "I'd like to try some of that," thought the fox. He ambled out of his den, approached the oak tree, and said, "Good afternoon, neighbor." The crow, with her mouth full of cheese, could only give a muffled reply. "I said good afternoon," repeated the fox, hoping to get a clear reply from the crow. But the crow only stared down at the fox in puzzlement. "What does he want?" thought the crow. The fox stood up on his hind legs and said, "You look very lovely today. Who does your feathers?" The crow smiled, and if you looked under her black feathers, you'd see that she was also blushing. "You're the most beautiful bird I've ever seen," continued the fox. "What's your name?" The crow giggled like a schoolgirl, but kept the cheese firmly in her beak. "Why don't you answer me?" asked the fox. "I bet your voice is as lovely as your feathers. I'd love to hear you sing." The crow, her ego now fully inflated, opened her beak to let out a very loud caw. The cheese tumbled out of the tree and fell directly into the fox's anticipating mouth. "Thanks so much, miss. I really enjoyed the snack," said the fox as he swallowed his prize. The crow, realizing that she had been duped, dove out of the tree and attacked the fox. The fox quickly ran back to his den and, turning to face the crow, said, "What's so great about cleverness? When I use my cunning, the clever give me their food for free."
Questions. Number 1. Why was the crow full of herself? A. She thought she was very colorful. B. She thought she had a lovely singing voice. C. She thought she was very clever. D. She thought she was loved by all humans. The answer is C. She thought she was very clever. Question 2. Why did the crow stop talking to the chickadee? A. The chickadee was not impressed with her cleverness. B. The chickadee stole her cheese. C. The chickadee spoiled her plan. D. The chickadee spread bad rumors about her. The answer is A. The chickadee was not impressed with her cleverness. Question 3. How did the fox get the cheese? A. He bought it at the store. B. He tricked the crow. C. He tricked the chickadee. D. He made it himself. The answer is B. He tricked the crow. Question 4. What is probably the moral of the story? A. All is fair in love and war. B. Stupid is as stupid does. C. Pride comes before the fall. D. Honesty is the best policy. The answer is C. Pride comes before the fall.